looks very good.
It's always an exciting time when a top new competitor arrives on the world bodybuilding scene. And this one is particularly popular because he hails from the site of the Schwarzenegger Classic, Columbus, Ohio. Let's meet Mike Francois. Michael didn't begin bodybuilding to put his choice was to become a Roman Catholic priest.
We're studying to be
For building muscle, far more than the average bodybuilder.
I have a hard time seeing myself.
2 professional events. Rather than jump directly into the Mr. Olympia frenzy, Mike took an honest appraisal and decided that this wouldn't be the most prudent decision physically or politically.
And then get into it.
And here he is on stage, Mike Francois.
Michael is 240 pounds heavy. He's 30 years old. He's 5'8" and 3/4 tall and looks fantastic. I mean, he has almost no weak points. He's known for his gigantic thighs, his great calves, a huge back, as you can see, and a very small waist. Enormous deltoids. Look at the V shape. He really plays it up.
He's been competing for only 5 years, but he's really started to win lately, Arnold. As you know, won the Chicago Pro Invitational last year, first in the Night of Champions last year, and he was the national champion in 1993.
That's right. Now here you can see again, even in this pose, his legs look gigantic. And these are his strong points, really, legs and back, although I don't see any weak points.
Interesting background. He originally studied to be a priest, a Catholic priest, for 7 years. And now is married and began bodybuilding for recreation and has turned into a world-class competitor.
There's a lot of potential. You can see this in his body. Really enormous. Big arms. Really big arms. Very defined in the abdominals. He's been training for 7 years, competing for 5 years. He's turned professional a year and a half ago. I think it's really fantastic to have the competition here in Columbus, Ohio, and to have him come from Columbus, Ohio. So I think he obviously will be the big favorite for the crowds and hopefully also for the judges.
Yeah, he's a big fan favorite here in his hometown. Mike Francois. And a Buckeye salute from the hometown crowd.
Here you can see his enormous upper body, the V shape, the small waist, wide shoulders, defined in the pectoral muscles and abdominals. He's really great.
The applause turned into a world-class competitor.
There's a lot of potential. You can see this in his body.
World-class competitor.
There's a lot of potential. You can see this in his body. Really enormous. Him come from Columbus, Ohio. So I think he obviously will be the big favorite for the crowds and hopefully also for the judges.
Mike Francois, as we now take a break at the 95 Schwarzenegger Classic. It's Ohio, and now we have our 6 finalists ready for the pose down. There is Charles Claremont, Lee Labrada, who might be competing for the final time, one of the most popular figures in the sport. Mike Francois, popular Columbus, Ohio native. And there is a former champion, the comeback kid who won in 93 and missed 94 because of an auto accident, Flex Wheeler. There is Aaron Baker and his tremendous back development. And the 6th finalist from Germany is Andreas Munzer.
It's really hard to decide because all 6 of these guys are in such great shape. Now they do the free posing, which is the last round.
This is the defining moment of this 95 Schwarzenegger Classic.
Now this is now a very important round because here the judges have a good chance to compare because they're doing the same pose next to each other. And again, here you can lose points or win points. You can move from second place up to first place. It's a very, very important round. And each one of these guys knows it. You can see how crazy the crowds get when they see this pose done, because this is actually the favorite round for the crowds. They love this because they can see the bodybuilders next to each other. They can see them go shot for shot, moving around, comparing the body parts and all those kind of things. Look at this. Now probably they're going to change positions if they're smart. I would just switch right now. They're just staying there. They're saying, I am the best, I'm staying there right now. They're hitting double body parts and all those kind of things. Look at this. Now probably they're going to change positions if they're smart. I would just switch right now. They're just staying there. They're saying, I am the best, I'm staying there right now. They're hitting double bicep poses, side chest poses. Here, Lee Labrada is showing to the judges he has the most symmetry. He's hitting all the symmetrical poses. Now one is moving. One is getting really smart. He's moving over to the other side to show to the judges that he can be compared with the other guys. Mütz is moving over now to the left.
Years of training, thousands of hours of intense work in the gym all goes into this. And when we come back, we'll hear from the judges who is the 95 Schwarzenegger Classic winner.
Welcome back to the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. This is the most muscular man presentation by Arnold's old buddy Franco Colombo to local favorite Mike Francois. The trophy was designed by Joseph Kagebauer of Germany. Now, before we crown the 1995 Classic champion, let's look back at the past winners of the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. The first champion was Rich Gaspari, dubbed the Dragon Slayer for his tenacious attitude and his many tough stage battles against larger bodybuilders. 1990 saw Mr. Natural, Mike Ashley, take the title in cash winnings, displaying a thick physique that was built through years as a powerlifter while in the U.S. Army. Sean Ray came back on a mission in 1991 to lay claim to the Arnold Classic title. He did so in stunning fashion, reinforcing his reputation as the golden boy of bodybuilding. Vince the Terminator Taylor took his robotic posing and etched physique to Columbus in 1992 to rock the house and win his second contest in a year when he dominated the pro ranks. Rookie pro Flex Wheeler defied the odds and wiped out an intimidating lineup that included Lee Labrada and Vince Taylor to claim the Arnold Classic in 1993. Instantly, Flex was regarded as one of the very best in the world. 1994 saw an incredible comeback as Maryland's Kevin Levrone became the only man to win a major pro event after suffering a tear of the pectoral muscle. Levrone wasn't only back in form, he was better than ever. Bodybuilding as a sport continues to improve every year, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic is where the best in the world come to seek the ultimate title. And here are the 6 finalists for the 1995 Schwarzenegger Championship. Arnold is on his way to the stage to present the winner with the championship trophy and a check for $100,000.
Aaron Baker is the 6th finisher, and with that goes a $5,000 award.
Fourth runner-up award of $10,000, presented by George Fullman of Signal America Marketing. Goes to contestant number 6, Lee Labrada.
And there is the 5th place finisher, Lee Labrada. And a $10,000 check goes to Lee. And there is his wife, Robin, looking on for what may be his final competition in the sport. He's ready to call it a career.
Third runner-up. Check is for $15,000, presented by Steve Blackman and Twin Lab. Goes to competitor number 13, Andreas Musa.
Now we go to the Germany, Andreas Munzer, and a $15,000 check to Andreas, who keeps moving up in these major competitions.
We have Flex, Michael, and Charles now together. Award of $25,000 presented by Adair Fritz of Hummer. Goes to contestant number 10, Charles Claremont.
It's Charles Claremont gets third place, and the medal for the second runner-up. A $25,000 check goes to Charles Claremont. And now we're down to the final two. Flex Wheeler, the former champion, and Mike Francois.
You know how close this was.
There is Mike Francois' wife, Shannon, wondering if that $100,000 check will go to the Francois household. Either be the comeback kid on the right coming back from an auto accident, Flex Wheeler, or the hometown kid right there, Mike Francois. A $45,000 check goes to the first runner-up and the second place finisher, and that is Flex Wheeler. And Mike Francois is the 1995 Schwarzenegger Classic champion. There's his wife Shannon cheering him on. A tremendously popular victory. A latecomer to this sport, but now he's developed into one of the world's best, and this is his biggest win yet. And now to present the winning medal and the big check, Arnold Schwarzenegger himself is heading out. We'll be right back as Arnold interviews our winner, Mike Francois, after this.
Presenting the Arnold medal will be Arnold Schwarzenegger himself.
30 years old, he's 5'8" and 3/4 tall, and looks fantastic. I mean, he has almost no weak points. He's known for his gigantic thighs, his great calves, a huge back, as you can see, and the very small waist. Enormous deltoids. Look at the V shape. He really plays it up.
He's been competing for only 5 years, but he's really started to win lately, Arnold. As you know, won the Chicago Pro competitor.
He has a lot of potential. You can see this in his body.
Bodybuilding for recreation has turned into a world-class competitor.
He has a lot of potential. You can see.